Welcome to a profound exploration of the intricate tapestry that weaves together the mind and reality. It's a journey that transcends the superficial layers of existence and touches the very essence of what it means to be alive. Let's begin by understanding the fundamental truth that our thoughts are the architects of our reality. You see, the mind is not just a repository of ideas and memories. It is a dynamic, creative force. Every moment, every breath you take, and every thought that crosses your mind contributes to the reality that you experience. This is not merely a philosophical notion. It's a principle that has been observed and validated by both ancient wisdom traditions and modern quantum physics. Consider for a moment the nature of perception. What you perceive as reality is actually an interpretation of sensory information processed by your brain. But this interpretation is influenced heavily by the expectations, beliefs, and emotions that reside within your mind. Have you ever noticed how two people can experience the same event entirely differently? That's because their minds are painting their own unique picture of reality. Now let's explore the power of belief. The beliefs you hold act as filters for your experience of the world. They can either limit what you think is possible or open you up to new horizons. Belief is so powerful that it can even affect physical health. This is evident in the phenomenon of the placebo effect, where belief in a treatment's efficacy can lead to real physical changes in the body. What if you were to consciously harness this power? Imagine actively choosing beliefs that empower you, that align with your highest aspirations. The practice isn't to deceive oneself with false notions, but to cultivate a belief system that supports your growth and well-being. Now, let us address a critical aspect of the mind's influence on reality: emotional resonance. Emotions are not just reactions to what happens in life. They are also precursors to what unfolds. They are the language of the universe. When you feel joy, gratitude, or love, you're not only experiencing a pleasant state of being, you're also sending out a vibrational frequency that attracts similar energies into your life. Conversely, persistent feelings of anger, fear, or resentment can keep you trapped in a cycle of negative experiences. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. Consider for a moment the last time you were in a good mood and how the world around you seemed to respond positively. Was that merely coincidence, or could it be that your emotional state was influencing your reality? The mind's narrative is another powerful force shaping your experience. The stories we tell ourselves about who we are, what we're capable of, and what the world is like have a profound impact on our lives. These narratives can either be empowering tales of resilience and potential or limiting sagas of fear and inadequacy. It's crucial to become aware of these stories and question whether they are serving your highest good. What story have you been telling yourself about your life? Is it a narrative that uplifts you or one that weighs you down? Now, let's turn to the concept of attention. Where you place your attention grows in your life. Think of attention as the spotlight of your consciousness. Whatever falls within its beam becomes more prominent and real to you. If you focus on problems and obstacles, they will expand in your perception. But if you shift your focus to opportunities and solutions, your reality starts to transform. It's a matter of where you choose to shine your light. The practical advice here is simple yet profound. Cultivate mindfulness. Be aware of where your attention goes throughout the day. Does it linger on worries and what-ifs, or does it focus on gratitude and the present moment? Now, I invite you to consider the immense power of intention. Intention is the seed of all creation. It is the silent force that precedes every action and outcome. When you set an intention, You are directing your will and shaping the blueprint of your destiny. An intention can be as simple as deciding to be kinder in your daily interactions, or as grand as aspiring to make a significant change in your community. What intentions have you set for your life, and how are they influencing the reality you experience? As we pause here, reflect on these ideas. Recognize the profound connection between your mind and the reality you inhabit. The insights we've explored are not merely to be understood intellectually, but to be lived and experienced. We'll continue this exploration, diving deeper into the practical applications of these concepts and unraveling more layers of this hidden connection. The alchemy of consciousness, sculpting reality with the mind's chisel. In this segment, we dive deeper into the practical applications of our understanding of the mind-reality connection. Let's consider the transformative practice of visualization. Visualization is not merely daydreaming. It's a deliberate and focused process of creating a mental image of the reality you wish to manifest. Athletes often use this technique to enhance their performance, visualizing themselves succeeding in their sport. The vividness of the mental imagery activates the same neural pathways as the actual performance, thereby enhancing their physical practice. The key to effective visualization is not just to see the desired outcome, but to feel it as if it's already happening. This emotional component is crucial because emotions are the fuel that propels the imagery into the realm of possibility. When practiced consistently, visualization can bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Consider the areas of your life where you've felt stuck or dissatisfied. What would it look like if those areas were exactly as you wished them to be? Take time each day to visualize this reality, infusing it with positive emotion, and watch how the universe begins to conspire in your favor. Now let's talk about the cultivation of positive habits. Your daily habits are the building blocks of your reality. They are the actions that, when repeated over time, shape the course of your life. By consciously cultivating positive habits that align with your values and goals, you can steer your life in the direction of your choosing. The challenge, however, is that old habits, especially those born of negative thinking patterns, can be deeply entrenched. Breaking free from these patterns requires a mix of self-awareness, determination, and patience. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. It's about celebrating the small victories and learning from setbacks without harsh self-judgment. What one positive habit could you start today that would make a significant difference in your life? Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Next, let's turn our attention to the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is more than saying thank you. It's a profound appreciation for the abundance already present in your life. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from lack to abundance, from what's wrong to what's right. This shift has a powerful effect on your reality. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. The shadows of negativity recede, and the space is filled with warmth and brightness. Start and end your day with gratitude. Make it a habit to acknowledge at least 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as the air in your lungs or as significant as the love of a family member. This practice creates a positive feedback loop that enhances your overall outlook on life. Now, let's engage with the concept of surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means accepting what is and letting go of the struggle against the present moment. It's about trusting that there's a flow to your life, a divine order that may not always be apparent but is always at work. When you surrender, You open yourself up to new possibilities that were previously obscured by the need to control outcomes. Have you ever held on to something so tightly that it became a source of pain? What would happen if you loosened your grip and allowed life to unfold naturally? Moving forward, consider the role of synchronicity. Synchronicity is the occurrence of meaningful coincidences that seem to defy pure chance. It's as if the universe is sending you messages, providing guidance and confirmation that you're on the right path. When you're attuned to the possibility of synchronicity, you begin to notice these subtle nudges more frequently. Reflect on a time when you experienced a coincidence that felt like it was meant just for you. What was the message and how did it guide you? As we conclude this segment, take these insights and integrate them into your daily life. The connection between your mind and reality is not an abstract concept, but a practical truth that, when leveraged with intention and understanding, can lead to profound changes in your world. The labyrinth of reflection, navigating the corridors of inner space. In this exploration, we venture into the labyrinth of our inner space to understand how self-reflection is integral to manifesting our external reality. To navigate this labyrinth, one must become both the Minotaur and the hero, confronting the shadowy aspects of the self while also embracing the light of awareness. Let's begin with the concept of self-reflection. Self-reflection is the act of turning your attention inward, observing your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and behaviors with the aim of gaining self-awareness. It is through this mirror of awareness that you can begin to make conscious choices rather than being steered by unconscious patterns. Why is self-awareness so crucial? Because without it, you are like a leaf blown about by the wind, with little say in the direction of your journey. By becoming aware of your internal processes, you gain the power to choose your response to life's challenges rather than reacting out of habit or impulse. Consider the role of self-talk in shaping your reality. The conversations you have with yourself are potent influencers of your self-image and, by extension, how you interact with the world. Negative self-talk reinforces a limited perception of who you are, while positive self-talk can liberate you from those constraints. Begin to listen to the words you use with yourself. Are they kind and supportive, or critical and demeaning? Remember, you are the author of your life script, and every word you write plays a part in the story. Now, let's examine the importance of emotional intelligence in this journey. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as to recognize and influence the emotions of others. It is a compass that guides you through the complex terrain of human interactions and personal decisions. By developing emotional intelligence, you can create a reality that is not only successful on the outside, but also fulfilling on the inside. How do you react to emotional turbulence? Do you get swept away by the storm, or do you navigate through it with composure and clarity? Emotional intelligence is not about suppressing your feelings, but about understanding them and making informed choices accordingly. Next, let's delve into the transformative power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is the act of releasing resentment, anger, and bitterness toward those who have wronged you, including yourself. It does not condone harmful actions, but frees you from the toxic cycle of retribution and pain. Forgiveness is a key that unlocks the door to peace and opens you up to a new reality where healing and growth are possible. Ask yourself, who would you be without your grievances? How would your life change if you released the burdens of the past? Another vital aspect of self-reflection is the willingness to confront your fears. Fear is a natural response to perceived threats, but it can also be a prison that confines you to a limited version of life. Facing your fears does not mean being fearless. It means having the courage to take the next step despite the presence of fear. What is one fear that has been holding you back? What would happen if you faced it head-on, even if just in small ways to start? As we draw this segment to a close, remember that the labyrinth of self-reflection is not meant to be a solitary journey. Sharing your insights and learning from others can greatly enhance your understanding. The connection between the mind and reality becomes clearer when we shine the light of consciousness on the hidden corners of our psyche. Take these reflections and use them as tools to sculpt a reality that resonates with your highest self. The next part of our exploration will take us even further into the practical wisdom necessary to live in harmony with the laws of the universe. The quantum tapestry, weaving the threads of destiny with the fingers of intention. As we embark on the concluding chapter of our odyssey through the mind's landscape and its influence on the fabric of reality, we stand at the threshold of mastery. Here, in the quantum tapestry, we explore the final elements that enable us to weave the threads of our individual destinies with the deliberate fingers of intention. First, we must address the concept of coherence. Coherence is the alignment of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It is the state in which your heart's desires, your mind's intentions, and your body's actions resonate in symphony, creating a powerful frequency that can resonate with the universe's own. This resonance is the key to manifesting intentions with clarity and power. To achieve coherence, one must often navigate through discordant notes and find harmony within. This means aligning your conscious goals with your subconscious beliefs. It requires introspection and the courage to change deeply held, but self-limiting beliefs. Ask yourself, what beliefs are holding me back from achieving coherence, and how can I realign them with my conscious desires?